We got a same game parlay in the Cubs versus Dodgers. Scooble making his debut for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Welcome, everyone, to the Prop Line. I'm your host, Andy Lang. We're going to do the same game parlay of the day, and it's $5 Tuesday over at Wager Talk. I'll tell you about a couple of $5 plays that I have up. Coming off a loser in yesterday in the same game parlay, the Dream did not show up. It was much more of a nightmare. So let's get back on the winning track with today's same game parlay of the day. All right. I know someone in the chat said they're done with WNBA. All right, let's go to MLB here. So we got a two-leg parlay that pays plus 114. We're going to start with the alt line under 5.5 in the first 5 innings. And we're going to take a batter for the Dodgers, Andy Pages, to record at least one hit. Again, we got Scooble going for Dodgers making his debut. Javier Assad going for the Cubs. And I like this under. I think both pitchers are going to be pretty good. We're coming off of a total of 15 runs yesterday, but those were pitchers. Robleski, that's 2 straight games where he's kind of gotten blown up. So these 2 pitchers, I think, are going to pitch a lot better. Assad has just been fantastic. In July, he pitched 18 innings, only 3 earned runs allowed, and he's only allowed 2 or more runs in the first 5 innings in those games. So he's keeping all these batters really, really down low. And Scooble getting the first start for the Dodgers. They've been pulling pitchers fairly early. They're not making it a secret. They are gearing up for the playoffs. So these pitchers for the Dodgers are not going that deep. There's really been only one recent pitcher that got into the 7th inning. That's of course Yamamoto, because that's what he does. But I want to take the first 5 innings because I'm not sure Scooble goes that late. I'm stunned that his outs prop is 18.5. I stared at that one. I don't know if they let him get into the 6th inning, but I do think he's going to get a decent amount of pitch count in, and I think he's going to hold them down. Scooble, he has not had his best stuff all year, but 6 straight games of allowing 2 or fewer in the first 5 innings. So we'll take the first 5 innings, and then Pages, he's just been on fire. He has a hit in 13 straight games. 20 out of the last 21 games he has a hit. And he's faced Assad twice, 2 at-bats, and he had a single and a double off of them. He typically bats second. He did yesterday. That's what they have him listed in the starting lineup as today. So I would expect him to get maximum amount of bats. So we got under 5.5 on the first 5 innings, and Andy Pages to record a hit plus 114. That is your same game parlay of the day. I played that over at DraftKings. All right, it is $5 Tuesday. All plays are $5 each. I have 2 of them up. The first one is in UFC, coming off of another UFC winner. That's 7 straight UFC winners. We put up a $5 play last week in UFC. Of course, that play is on Saturday. Last week our play hit, so we're doing it again today. Plus money dog. So get a $5 play on a plus money. So could have a really nice plus money payout. We have a 5% UFC best bet that is up. Can't do those for $5, but that's going to be up all week. Get that locked in sooner rather than later. The line, I don't expect it to move a ton, but if it moves, it's going to move against us. That's why we lock in early. So if you know you're going to get the 5% play, do it now. We've also got a $5 MLB prop. 4% MLB props have been on fire, 21-7. We did lose our prop last night, but can't argue with a 21-7 run. So that's only $5. That's a 4% MLB prop. There's a free play that's up on the free picks page. That's an MLB prop I like. There's a lot of props I really like in MLB today. So I may have multiple 5% plays, but the 4% big one and the UFC plus money one, as well as the 5% play. We always say, hey, don't get plays. $5 Tuesday, get plays. But if you're going to get that 5% UFC best bet, take advantage of one of the packages that we have. We're still running that buy 3 days, get 3 days free. It's coming to an end pretty soon. So if you haven't gotten one of those passes and you're interested in trying out a handicapper, hopefully myself, take a look at the detailed analysis and write-ups. You can get 3 days, and then you just get free 3 days added on. That gets you all the way through the weekend. We got a big weekend. We've got auto racing back in our lives, so I expect a lot of plays over the next 6 days. If you're looking for something a little bit more long-term, and by long-term, I mean all the way through the rest of the year, we've knocked that down to $7.99. That's a 47% discount. Football season's right around the corner. Those of you that follow me know NBA, NHL props, those are right around the corner as well as all the other props and sports that we do. We do a ton of auto racing, golf, rugby, cricket, any of those sports that we specialize in, you'll get all those plays. So check that out over at my page. wt.buzz/al is the shortcut. Hit the like button, drop a comment, and thank you very much, guys, for watching. Good luck on your bets. Let's have a big $5 Tuesday.